Find ways that make your energy flow. So things come in for a season that is great for a moment, just for a couple of years, and then it doesn't have any service for your life. You just have to learn to know when to let something go. Like the way you create, even the way you start to create, like what inspires you. Sometimes certain things don't inspire you anymore, and then maybe you just have to start something different. Because again, you got to switch it up sometimes if things aren't working for you. Sometimes we just think that the divine is not flowing through me. I'm blocked. Sometimes you have to look deep down because sometimes we're too rigid. Maybe it's just like an experience that you're going through. And to be an artist is to experience, because all that artists do is experience life and take all those materials from ideas and the sights and things that it consumes, the things they learn, like the process of putting it all together, the alchemy of letting others, reaching others and showing others and reaching the right people. That's what creating is. So whenever I wasn't like posting or like creating videos, because I was experiencing and I was learning things. So now I could post more and express myself and teach others and show you guys what not to do or what to look out for. And that's what experience is. Even bad experiences end up being beneficial. So I'm saying this to say it's just like inception of you going through something very traumatic can be an expression of you learning a revolutionary way of saving other people's lives. You never know. And the fact that I'm here as a living testimony to talk about this openly and freely shows that I'm ready, shows that the right people are going to hear this when it's time, you know? So obviously, this needed to get to someone, and I needed to make use of my voice, be a service to God, and and teach, to inspire and uplift people. So even through our hard times, even through my hard times, something came out of it, you know? Something revolutionary happened to me. In my darkest of times, I found myself. I found my voice. I found, you know, that I need to teach others. I need to help other people. And I realized that on my lowest, I found my light. It's crazy how this happened, but it did happen. It like I broke through all resistance of life, and I can't explain how. The truth is, true growth and transformation, people forget about the past, you know? And you just have to realize that you're writing your story. You're writing your story, your journey as you keep going forward in life. It's a story that's being written. You just don't have to go backwards. You just keep going forward. Just keep going. And that's what I'm doing, you know? And it's like, even when I think about like repentance and like forgiveness and like changing of mind, and it's like you realize that the way you were living and how you were like moving or doing certain things, it's like it wasn't the right way, but that's in the past. You need to learn how to leave things in the past, you know? And then you probably sit down and say, I can't believe I was in a relationship with this person. I can't believe I got mad at my dad for blocking me. Or I can't believe my sisters don't talk to me. I can't believe people are really angry at me for being outspoken. It just becomes a conscious practice. I'm leaving this behind so I can make room for the present, so I can make room for what's coming, so I can make room for what my main purpose of this planet, why I'm here, why my soul is here in the present. If I'm in the past, I cannot accomplish that. So, what I'm saying is, you need to tell your mind to come back. Whenever your mind is racing, when it's too far back, you tell your mind, come back right now. Come back. Come back right here. Enjoy the moment. Be here. Experience it. You have food. You have roof over your head. You're breathing. You're alive. It's okay. I'm breathing. You don't have to worry. The worries for tomorrow, you will address it for tomorrow. Release those worries for the future and the judgments of the past. It's really going to clog you up. You allow yourself to get enough energy to flow. A lot of people think if they hold on to anger, they're punishing the person that they're angry at. But really, you're punishing yourself. I'm punishing myself because I'm the one that has to carry it. I'm the one that has to cry. I'm the one that has to lose energy. It changes my perception of how I'm looking at certain things. I become bitter. I become jaded. I don't want to become one of these people who spread negativity or anger because they're holding on to anger. No. And regret. No. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I'm afraid to make a step or I'm afraid to make a mistake. It's a conscious decision to tell yourself, I'm going to drop the regret. I'm going to drop the anger. And whenever it pops back up, you tell yourself, I'm relieving this. It's okay. I am getting rid of you. And over time, you're going to realize it doesn't serve you. Anger loves to consume you and wants to fill you up and changes your view of how the world is and clogs up your lenses. You have to intentionally tell yourself, take your power back and tell yourself, I am taking my power back. I'm letting this go. And this is why God says, forgive. It's a lot to not forgive. It's very heavy not to forgive. It's a load. It's a heavy load. Imagine seeing someone carrying 3 big loads of gallons of water and they're struggling, like walking out and falling down. Your first initiative is to say, excuse me, do you need help? Like, what are you doing? It's the same thing when you start holding on to anger. You don't have to carry this load. Just give it to God. Let God carry that. Let it go. Pay the new way. Realize that you have another day to make a change. It's great. You're becoming a better person. You're becoming a new person. And becoming a new person is leaving the old things in the past. You cannot be angry with yourself. I understand you're fed up because you're tired of this. And when you get fed up of yourself, you make a change. So when you want to make a change, what do you want to do? You have to make that change. But if you're just angry at yourself for the rest of your life, you're just going to consume yourself. And it's going to be a cycle and it's going to keep going and going and going. I feel like every cycle needs a positive motive, a positive mission. And too much of anything is not good. Too much of consumption of everything is not good. It has to serve its purpose. And you have to know when it's run its course. Sometimes it overstays its welcome because you let it stay for too long. You have to know the difference from learning from mistakes and realizing you've learned from the mistake, so you don't need to repeat it. And it's time for you to let it go and give it a solution. Now, the question is, did you really learn? The question is, are you really going to make the change? If you don't actually change your mind, that means that you didn't make a change, you know? So it starts with taking that step, taking that initiative, and making that change. I don't know. I just came up here just to express myself on how I feel about a lot of things that everyday people go through. And if this resonates with you, you're more than welcome to share with me in the comment, and see you in my next video.